For years, Shedeur Sanders was one of the most talked about players in football. Not because he played at Alabama, not because he won a national championship, but because everywhere he went, the spotlight followed. The confidence, the chains, the cameras, the fame, and of course, the last name. Because before Shedeur Sanders ever became a quarterback, he was already football royalty. The son of Deion Sanders, one of the most famous athletes America has ever seen. And from the very beginning, people already had opinions about him. Some believed the hype immediately. Others thought the spotlight was too big, too early. But whether people loved him or hated him, they watched. And eventually, the entire football world was watching. And the moment the hype stopped feeling fun, the football world started waiting for him to fail. Most quarterbacks get the chance to grow quietly, to make mistakes privately, to develop without the entire football world watching every throw. Shedeur Sanders never had that luxury, because long before people knew him as a quarterback, they knew him as Deion Sanders' son. And in football, that changes everything. Every throw gets compared. Every loss gets magnified. Every moment becomes content. And eventually, the line between quarterback and celebrity starts disappearing. At Jackson State, Shedeur wasn't just winning football games. He was helping build something bigger. Every game felt louder. Every throw felt important. And every camera seemed to follow the Sanders family everywhere they went. Then came Colorado, and suddenly, college football changed overnight. A one-win football program became the center of the sport. Celebrities lined the sidelines. National media flooded Boulder. Every Colorado game became must-watch television. And at the center of all of it was Shedeur Sanders. For a few months, Colorado football stopped feeling normal. It felt like a show. Cameras followed every tunnel walk. Every press conference became national content. Every throw became a debate. Every loss became a headline. And every Colorado game suddenly felt bigger than football itself. And for a while, it felt unstoppable. The highlights exploded online. The confidence became part of the brand. And the football world couldn't stop talking about him. But eventually, something changed. Because the bigger the spotlight becomes, the more people wait for you to fail. And slowly, the conversation around Shedeur Sanders started turning. At first, the confidence felt exciting, different, refreshing. But the internet changes quickly. The same swagger people celebrated slowly became the reason people wanted him to fail. The watches, the chains, the interviews, the spotlight, everything that once made him exciting suddenly made him polarizing. And once public opinion starts shifting, it moves fast. Suddenly, every interview sounded arrogant. Every loss became proof. One bad throw suddenly lived online forever. And the louder the criticism became, the more isolated Shedeur Sanders started to look. As the losses started piling up, the pressure only got heavier. Analysts questioned whether he was really elite. Fans debated whether he was overrated. Every bad game became another headline. And for the first time in years, it felt like the football world wasn't rooting for Shedeur Sanders anymore. It was waiting for him to prove everybody wrong. Then came the NFL draft. For years, people talked about Shedeur Sanders like a future franchise quarterback, a future star, a future face of the league. But draft night felt different. The excitement was quieter. The certainty disappeared. And as quarterback after quarterback came off the board, the pressure only grew. The cameras kept cutting back to him, but nobody really knew what to say anymore. And suddenly, the confidence that once defined him couldn't completely hide the uncertainty anymore. For the first time in a long time, Shedeur Sanders didn't look like football's next superstar. He looked human. And maybe that was the moment everything changed. Because football can be brutal. One minute, the world talks about you like a future legend. The next, they start wondering if they were wrong about you the entire time. And once doubt enters the conversation, it spreads fast. The same football world that once built Shedeur Sanders into a superstar started tearing him down. And for the first time in years, there were no answers left. Then came Cleveland, another opportunity, another spotlight, another quarterback room filled with questions. But this time felt different. Because for the first time in his football life, Shedeur Sanders wasn't walking in as the future. He was walking into a battle. A battle for respect. A battle for a roster spot. A battle to prove that underneath all the headlines, all the cameras, all the opinions, there was still a quarterback capable of leading a franchise. And maybe that's exactly what he needed. Because now, the hype is gone. The expectations are lower, and the football world has already decided what they think about him. Some believe he was always overrated. Others believe the pressure around him became impossible to escape. But now, none of the headlines matter anymore. None of the fame matters anymore. Now, it's about survival. execution, consistency, proving you belong. And for the first time in years, Shedeur Sanders has to earn everything again. Maybe that's what makes this story so fascinating. Not the fame, not the controversy, not the spotlight, but the fact that for the first time in his career, Shedeur Sanders is finally being forced to answer the one question the football world has been asking all along. Who is he when the hype disappears? Because eventually, every quarterback reaches the same moment. The moment where the spotlight stops protecting you, and the only thing left is the game itself. Maybe the football world built Shedeur Sanders up too quickly. Maybe they tore him down too quickly too. But now, the cameras aren't enough anymore. Now, he has to prove it. And maybe for the first time in his football life, that's exactly what makes him dangerous. Because the most dangerous quarterbacks in football are usually the ones with something to prove.